Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Umumusme video. This video is about another Mayano S rank that I was able to train for the Libra CM, and this one will definitely be attending the CM. There's a couple reasons why, but I'll get into it in a minute. First of all, I just want to say, or I want to address the elephant in the room. The deck is different here. I'm running one power card instead, and I swapped out a power card for Wit. Why did I do that? Well, I've done my own testing a little bit, well, a lot actually. I might still make the video, I might not, I kind of had to scrap it, but basically the consensus was that Wit is very, very good. And why is it good? It's because if you proc your recoveries more, you are in the race. You have chances to win more races, basically, because if you're not procking them, you already lost. So that's what makes her, that's why I decided to do this. The second thing I want to say about this deck is that with an SR Wit card only, it was pretty tough to get this stat line. 600 is what I'm aiming for, and it was tough to get. I'm just being straight up honest with you. If you have an SSR that's maybe like 3LB, specifically like Nice Nature and Fine Motion, are great, and the reason why is because their training effectiveness is so good even off those stats that you can click them. Like that is the big difference between those cards and this SR card, is that this SR card only has value on Wit and it's not even as much value. Okay, so let's move on from the deck. Second thing I want to say, because I've seen a lot of questions about it, is about the sparks. Basically, I bring all stamina sparks, right? Everybody knows this. This is what I'm comfortable with, but I want to say you do not have to do this. What you should do is bring the best sparks you have available to you and then play around that. So say, for example, we dropped some stamina sparks and brought some speed sparks instead. I actually think there's a world where that's actually a lot better on Umas that have 0% growth in speed. It's probably actually just better, but the point is you don't need to click speed as much, so you can click stamina or power more. Because you need to make up for the stamina there. But yeah, that's basically the gist about that. You don't have to bring all stamina sparks, bring what you want and play around it. Okay, so let's get into the Maya here. I thought about showing her on the screen here, but I know people are watching to see the decisions I'm making, so I don't have a good place. So maybe you can skip to the end of the video and screenshot for yourself while you listen to this, and I'll talk about the card. What does she have that's good? Let's start with that. So she has long S, she has 2 gold recoveries, which is what we want. She has 1,000 stamina. I'd actually want a little bit more, but she has pretty high guts, so we don't care about the stamina that much. It's still good. I would like to hit 900 power. That's why I got firm conditions at the end, was just to get a little more for the uphills, but you know what? We have 600 wit to trade off for that power, and that's a trade I'm actually happy to make at this point. What else does she have? She has right-handed, which is very good. I RNG'd that, of course. It's just very strong. It puts her in a great position. Professor of Curvature I want to touch on specifically because this has the ability to proc twice in the long CM, even in the same race. It has a cooldown of 30 seconds, which means if you proc it on the first corner, you can actually proc it again later in the race, which is very powerful, and that's why I took Professor of Curvature. Nimble Navigator, I don't really need to explain. No Stopping Me is a very strong skill currently, but it's less strong on Pace Chasers, of course, because maybe she's in the lead at the end. I don't know. Of course, I didn't mention specifically, but yes, she is running Pace Chaser, so that's also why we have Pace Chaser corners. The reason why is because her unique will proc more reliably. And then lastly, we have Head On just for that acceleration. Now, we could have had something like a Taiki unique inherited to get more of that, but I didn't really have a great one to me, so that's why she doesn't have it. What is she missing besides uniques? She's missing, like, the Rice Shower skills of Highlander and Straight Descent. That's really what I want because they're very good in this CM. There's 2 hills, of course. So those skills are very strong, but you know, I just didn't hit them in this run, and that's okay. Your Uma's never going to be perfect. They can always be better. So that's basically all she's missing, in my opinion. Obviously there's other things, but really that's all I could ask for. But yeah, that's why she's good. And I guess, again, specifically here, I'll talk about her event, because I don't know, maybe I do need to say this specifically, but Maya has a secret event where if she wins a G1 race in every style, that means front, pace, late, and end, you get access to an XL skill in every position. This is obviously an extremely strong secret event that you must complete. and it is very easy to complete, and I'll tell you why. It's because winning in front is very easy in career. Winning in pace is also not that hard, but you kind of have to choose your battle specifically. And then for the late and end goals, I actually decided to put them off until the end, because even though she only has a B in them, and those are generally the hardest races, we have 3 tries. So even if she loses, we can just try again, because her goal is actually to come first in her last 2 races. So yeah, we are just guaranteed to either win there or brick the run, and I never brick the run there, so I think it's a good strategy. Outside of that, if you don't want to play like that, it's kind of just vibes. Like if I see a position is very packed, I'm not going to go for the win in that position. So say there's 9 pacers in a race, like I'm not going to put her pace. It's just vibes. That's what I mean by it's just vibes. Like just avoid the pack positions. Otherwise, just run front. That's about it. Other than that, I mean, it's basically the same as the Goldship run, but we're just sacrificing power for wit, of course, which is again, like, I'm actually happy to do this at that point. I think either is fine though. And then I guess the last thing I gotta say is that something I've sort of subconsciously been doing, and I don't think I've mentioned it before, is about energy. When do I decide to rest and when do I decide to reco? Well, in this scenario, I generally try to stay above 50 energy. You know, I really like staying around like 60, 65, 70, somewhere around there. It's kind of hard, so it's usually lower than that. It's about 50. And why am I doing that? It's because I don't want to miss a really good training. Like say if I have 30 energy and I have to click a 3 rainbow, that's, you know, if I miss, it's kind of my fault. So that's why I try to hover around that number. And how do I achieve that? Well, let's say I have no good options, or like, let's say I have like a lackluster option. Like, you know, I have a single rainbow and I'm at 55 to 60 energy. Generally, I will reco there unless it's something I really want, or it's an opportunity like I know I'm getting energy the next turn of the new year or something like that. But generally, yeah, I will just reco there. And when do I rest? Well, I actually go for well rested whenever I can. So if I can gain 70 energy, I press the rest button, because we are going to combine rest and reco more than 5 times in the career. So we're going to rest at some point, and that is the best time to do it, because if you hit the well rested, you're very happy. And I think this is actually very important, because we really do want to hit the well rested. Like, we're very happy if we hit well rested, because it makes getting those stats easier. So yeah, look out for those opportunities. And I think that's about it. I kind of yapped for a bit longer here on this one, but yeah, I think there's a lot that I've been thinking about in terms of how to explain doing this scenario better and things like that. Hopefully I do put out the testing video, but I'm not going to promise it. If you guys want to know a brief results about it, you know, and you've stayed this long, I'll just tell you that, like, the guts really does not matter. I'm telling you this, I tested it in-game with Goldships of varied guts, and it literally did not matter. The S1 performed okay, the one I'm sending performed better. I had a higher guts one that performed about the same as the S1, and it's not as important as it seems. It is important, but it's only important in the sense that if you have more guts, you can have less stamina. That's like really where what this boils down to. So yeah, there's a little tidbit of information there. Maybe I'll still post the full video on that. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, again, I'm going to wrap up here. Good luck on your career runs. Good luck in the Libra CM, although I'm sure I'll see you again before that. And that's it for now. Let me know in the comments if there's anything I can do better or you want me to talk about. Leave a like, leave a sub, helps me out a lot. And have a good one, guys. Enjoy the video.